Hail and well met friends! Andang here for another episode of LOTRO Players Adventures, episode 34, I think. And so today, we're going to be doing the Fires of Smog on the road to Erebor, because we're crazy and we want to die. So let's go ahead and go into that. So, many of you will remember last time we died a lot to another raid instance in this line. We also successfully did one after a ton of trials and death. So clearly we're optimistic in this next fight.
Wish to send forth ravens with news of the Battle of Dale and to request aid, but the Easterlings have constructed a device of great evil to smoke the dwarves out of the Lonely Mountain.
Aha. So we start out by running into Beaufort. That's a great sign. Oh, and Beefer. Oh, Beefer was hiding behind the...
Dwarves don't hide, Pineleaf. They just are out of view sometimes.
Sure.
Well, yes. Out of the mountain.
Loading screen for days.
I love noxious vapors. This fight's gonna go great. That's gonna happen.
We have a Hobbit Guardian. Yes.
Could be worse. Could be obnoxious vapors.
Ha ha.
Could be worse. The Tharos could be healing us.
I was playing the loading screen game. So much more fun than this.
Yeah, my loading
Oh.
screen for this took forever too, for some reason.
I like the raven carvings on the ceiling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I
those
also like the
are
actual ravens.
really cool.
Yeah.
They're actual
pretty cool
ravens.
also.
Oh,
No,
dwarf.
but there were actual ravens.
Oh, dwarf. That's a lot of arrows.
That's a big dragon thing.
I'm disappointed in the lack of ravens in the Hobbit movies.
Of course it's flamed by a boss funeral. Why would it be flamed any other way?
It's just how you do things.
Exactly. That's like the sheer source of all enemy power. In their power plants, it's just a bunch of boss funerals.
My
Oh, we've got a
Oh,
bar.
death is
Ending,
happening.
don't
Death
die.
is happening.
Yes.
So this is
Do
So
we
we're in combat,
kill
so
it?
go ahead and start hitting it, people.
okay. I'm not in taking stance, so
Nobody wants to go touch it.
I'll touch it. It hurts.
Yeah, yeah, it does.
Pineleaf appears to be done.
Alright, Sithrith
And-
needs heals if possible.
What do these bars
I have
mean?
no idea.
They mean
Smoke in
stuff.
tunnels. Time
yeah,
remaining.
smoke in the tunnels, yeah. As the grim goes dark, fire
Oh,
tends to
halo.
approaches.
Bunch of ads.
Oh dear.
Just what we
I'm
want.
just gonna hang in the back and chill and heal people. 'Cause that seems like a safer bet.
It's what the brave captain's job is.
Exactly.
What's the
Oh,
top?
brave
Our
Robin,
time
huh?
remaining is the top bar, so we gotta hurry.
We have a lot of time remaining.
Oh,
Still need to
that
hurry.
makes sense. The Grim is absorbing all the fire damage I do.
Of course.
Setting
think
fire
it
damage
thinks
against
so.
the fire grim!
Actually,
Yes.
no, it's absorbing everything I'm doing.
It's absorbing everything I'm doing too.
Yeah.
Being protected
100%
by
damage.
something.
Oh, there's a Django
Where's that fire?
fire that we have to kill.
Oh yeah, in the back, in the back.
Oh, there he is. Hooray, my idiocy actually benefited us somehow.
Can we get a target assist?
No,
Yes.
No? Who does that?
That might make the instance doable.
exactly.
What?
Doable.
Since we
Potentially doable.
do it.
Has there ever been an instance on adventures where people haven't died? Has that ever happened?
Yes, actually, there
I think
was
we had-
one.
At
think we-
least one, yeah.
At least one.
Alright, now we can actually
There you go.
hurt the guy.
Oh. Ow.
Oh, I like dying.
Oh.
Citrus, no! I'm gonna
Mm.
back up because that's a lot of fire damage.
Mhm.
Yeah. Watch out for that.
Ow.
Bang.
I was backed up way farther than anybody else, and yet I'm the one that died.
I don't think it likes the healing.
Grim.
Fire tender's back.
I'll just kill the fire tender.
Carvette's almost dead.
I'll just be
And
dead.
so is Thoriel.
But no, I'm good. Heal him.
Finally
I'm
strapping.
trying to burst down the fire tender.
Yeah, I don't know who you're telling to heal because I
There's a
think I'm
minstrel
the only
alive.
healer on the call. Yeah,
Minstrel
but she
alive.
can't hear
Just
you.
mentally,
You have to
telepathically
get Minstrel.
talking.
Okay, he's half dead.
Ow.
That means
And
we're
I'm
halfway
dead.
done. Oh, wow.
Oh, ow, that hurt.
That
Ooh.
looked terrifying.
That's intense.
Wow.
So our whole half the raid's dead.
And so am I. Again.
Yeah, I was gonna say you were dead.
Fail.
Both.
We just
Oh,
wiped.
everybody's dead.
What happened
That was
at
a
the end?
waste.
Exploded. And
So that
Oh!
happened.
He gets to explode at the end and wipe out the entire group. How's that for
When that
unfair?
red bar hits the end, you gotta watch that red bar.
he seemed to explode twice because I died, like, or at least half of the group died before the other half
Oh,
did.
Yeah. I don't know.
Are there any like tricks to this fight? Anyone know?
Water?
Water?
We could fill these pipes with water.
Just get some buckets.
All the pipes do
Oh,
lead
wait,
back to the
wait.
Grim.
Oh,
Oh, I should.
Bethelros or whoever.
I was. I didn't think it aggro from that.
Wait, there's something over here though, and I'm being attacked.
Stuff.
Me and Hobbit are stuck back here. You guys.
I brought friends.
Okay, why are these guys here?
What?
I ran over there, and I guess they saw
Thelros
me.
and
There are
Sphrydra.
things over there.
I didn't do.
You
anything.
pulled the boss.
I didn't
I
pull
feel
him. I
like-
just walked down the path a little bit.
Pulled.
It's not my fault. He
I've
hasn't.
been spending a
um,
lot of time behind locked gates in these instances lately.
So do we?
Well, I noticed that there are like enemies gathered around a valve thing, so maybe we're supposed to do something with that.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Alright,
Mayhaps.
I'm just gonna move down this way. For no purpose at all.
Yeah, those bars are moving, and the fire tender's
Okay,
back.
fire tender's up.
I have a feeling that he can help move the bar quicker.
Well, you can't damage the boss until you kill him, so I assume he does other stuff too.
Uh-huh.
Well, he tends to fires.
Thank you, Pine Leaf.
Apparently, the fire tender is weak against melee attacks mainly.
And fire.
Well, he's resistant to ranged and tactical.
Nonsense.
It's true.
You're using actual tactics, Thelros. This...
Ending, have you ever heard of a
No, he hasn't.
lore master skill that actually looks at the resistances of the people
Yeah,
you're
I've used
fighting?
it once.
God, I haven't used that in at least like a year and a half.
It's just not very effective.
Theros, you're almost dead. No.
I gave you a
It's not
heal,
very
Thelros,
effective.
and you died.
Scratch the almost.
That's...
What do you mean it's not very effective? It tells you what they're resistant to and not. That could change your...
Pine Leaf, I just use lightning. Very few enemies are resistant to lightning.
I never really found the resistances to have that much effect.
Unless you're fighting like a major boss, it doesn't usually do much.
Well, for something like a Grim...
Or like the things in Sarnor.
The Grim goes dark as the fire tender approaches. Okay. Let's kill off all these ads first. Oh my goodness.
Hey,
That's a
I'll
lot
kill
of
the
ads.
guys behind the gate. And now I'm gonna go through it. Damn it.
That's a ton of ads. Oh my goodness.
See you.
Ooh.
Okay,
Dancing
bye,
through the
Thoros.
I don't have any of the racial dances on this character, so I'll just clap my hands.
Well, there are actual ravens in here.
Really?
I only
It's
just
not like I
noticed.
said that earlier.
Yeah,
I
it's
thought
not
you were
like
talking about the
Sprydra
whole
called that.
statue
Oh.
thingies at the
No.
top.
Oh, the fire tender's still up. Okay.
Yep, and that's why the red bar is continuing to grow.
Yeah. I was, for some reason, when I thought all that you guys were doing and chasing off those ads, I thought. The
Well, we
fire
were,
tender
because we
was
need to
up.
kill the ants. Alright, once this fire tinder goes down, we need to be on the lookout for that bar going to the end, because we could get a wipe
You mean
pretty
the one
quick.
that's? You mean that
So-
bar that is almost at the end right now?
Yeah, once we get the fire tinder down to real close, we need to move out of the way. And get these ads off me, somebody, please. Okay.
Apparently, the red bar is smoke in the tunnels, and apparently, when too much fills it, something bad happens.
Yeah.
And then the orange bar is time remaining.
It's like, oh. Wiki.
Yay!
So yeah, this is a race against time.
Rezzed and alive.
Yeah, you have to close the valve apparently.
Aha! I told you had to do something
Where's
with
the valve?
Wahaha. I know where it is.
Are you alive to go do it?
No, I'm dead, and it's
Where's the
surrounded by a
valve?
bunch of enemies. So, if you wouldn't mind wiping, that would be great.
Where's
Well,
the valve?
seeing that right now this fire tender is going down at a glacial pace.
Glacial.
Yeah, I would like it
It's-
if the
it's not
glaciers
fire.
went on top of it. Yeah.
Says the guy dancing through a door.
Alright, he's about to drop.
Takes real
Move
style
out of
to
the
do
way,
that.
everybody. Move out of the way.
I like to do this on the grand stair too. You just like dance off the edge.
Sithrith begins dancing around like a woman. Okay, then. It's good to
Okay.
know.
It's the dance where you like wiggle your fingers at someone like
It's the
The
sassy
sassy finger.
finger.
the
That's
sassy
just a
finger.
very weird sentence, though. Sithrith just
Well,
begins to
blame
start
Turbine.
dancing around like a woman. Okay, whatever.
Stop dancing like a Homo sapiens.
What? That
Well-
did not just come out of your mouth. That's whatever.
That door is getting sassed.
Yeah, it sure is.
The real sassy.
No, Carvet, no.
Okay, we're not going to make it.
So you say.
Yeah, because like half the raid
And
is.
this thing is almost.
back.
This thing is like practically. you
Yeah,
almost
I just
have
died.
full
I
red
got
bar.
ambushed by a bunch of crazy people.
Oh,
Ow.
what? How did?
That was
Yeah,
one.
went all the way red.
Because it
explosion.
exploded.
You can't have it go all the way to red.
That's
Why we need
what
to
I'm
close the
telling
valve.
you.
No, like even Athelros and I died.
Yeah.
Dance at the gate.
Oh, you thought this gate was safety, huh?
Now let's not do that again.
So I guess we need someone on valve duty.
Well, yeah,
Sprydra, you know where the valve is.
right. But
So-
there's a bunch of.
I'll go with you and give you control, like crowd control.
I hope you know how to use Steam.
It's pretty simple, actually. You just talk to your friends. You can launch all sorts of
There's, like-
games. It's pretty nice. Let's go ahead and kill all these mobs off now.
I wouldn't have been able to
Oh,
live
no.
if
It
we
also
had got this whole
actually-
episode without anyone making a valve joke.
Carvet's dead.
What?
Oh
Hold
god.
on.
Oh god. That's a lot of Jenga bars.
Oh, I'm also dead.
Oh.
Okay, I'll do the valve
Which
thing.
is weird because I wasn't near anything.
Let me see if I can get close enough to res. Yeah, I can do this.
Is this the only valve?
Whoops.
No, there's other
Thank
ones
you.
down below.
What about up above?
Just follow all the pipes and they lead to valves.
Okay, look at the size of those arrows.
Those are
They
quite
apparently-
large.
They probably grow as they fly through the air.
Let's see.
There are a bunch more enemies over here, and I can't get to them without dying.
Randomly target, choose to attack it on 25% chance to reflect effect. Right?
Ooh.
And
So, my thought is we're supposed to have one group.
On valve duty.
Oh my gosh. No, like, yeah, one whole group on valve duty, and I'm about to
Jungle
kill that.
fire tenders. Back.
And then, I don't know what happens. Oh, and then they come back to reclaim the valve.
Yep.
It's interesting.
well, they want those valves.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna need to split the group, I think.
Yes.
Yep, which is what we already started doing earlier. And Teriad, the champion Teriad seems to be doing stuff.
So, we need a bird base. Or wait, no.
Okay, tender is down.
So it would seem. Who's Ghost Bear's just standing here?
What's his name?
You know what his name is.
Is it corn on the?
Mm-hmm.
Bravo Bella, no.
Okay, that red bar is getting mighty close to something.
Psst. Need to close the valves.
Psst, I know. Thanks for the tip, though.
Fire tender again. As well as a lot of soldiers.
Let's go take care of these valves.
But where's this tender? Oh, there it is.
Don't kill the tender yet,
Why not?
because we need to take care of the valves.
Oh, that's.
Oh,
that
carve
makes
it.
sense.
Why? I mean, I'm not in the valve group, so.
Exactly, so you
I'm
need to
the
wait
only
till we
person in the
finish
valve
that.
I don't understand. Why can't you kill the tender until the?
Because he continues the boss onto the next stage. Now kill off these mobs for me so I don't die, please. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Well, apparently someone wasn't listening to you after I backed off because
You mean you stopped fighting them? So I died because of you finally?
me to stop fighting the tender.
Right.
I killed the thing that was attacking you, so I don't know.
Oh goodness, we're
What
gonna
killed
lose.
You tell me to stop fighting the tender. I stop fighting the tender. Now you complain.
No, I was complaining about you fighting the mobs.
Okay, yep.
Thoriel, you're the only one alive.
Yeah, I'm behind the
Come
gate.
res us.
I
Oh,
can't.
that's how you
okay.
lived. Even though we died when we did that.
So-
we were kind of tempting fate, though.
So here's what the wiki says.
So we get for assassin the gate.
The wiki says the raid can be split into 2 or 3 groups. One setup is 2 groups of 5, 1 group of 2, each with a healer. And 1 group with a healer and a hunter will tank/heal directly at the Grim. The other groups will split left and right to control the valves and adds as they come. Also, 2 groups of 6 can also run the raid. Initial aggro from the Grim is taken.
Okay, we should
Yeah.
decide who's going where then.
Uh-huh.
I'm going with Spryja on valve duty.
So
Which
basically,
valve, right or left?
The right one.
I guess I'll just go for the Grim.
There's
So we
still
need a
somebody in
hunter
the
and a
hut
healer?
thing.
That would be me.
I have 3 Belegnors on my target thing.
But leg what?
That's his name.
They'll ignore. Yeah, the Grim thing. Like, every time we wipe, the little thing doesn't disappear. It just adds another one.
Oh,
So-
good.
Should we like explain to everyone what's going on?
Yep, you should.
Oh, I don't know how. Okay.
You type in raid chat.
Copy paste.
Are we ready to fight
So-
these things?
No, hold on. Dang
First,
it.
you
think-
gotta know what
Well,
our plan is.
Somebody else
Yeah.
already went ahead and did stuff.
Oh,
Well, the thing hasn't started yet. Because the bars aren't there.
Very tempted to just Leroy Jenkins.
Can't say I haven't done it.
How did I die? There's a healer here, supposedly.
Where
dead
is your
already?
corpse?
Well, Buther, B-U-T-H-O-R, died too.
These bosses are
You guys
tough.
touch something you're not supposed to.
We're in our group doing what we're supposed to. You guys,
I'm
We
just
have-
waiting
Well,
here because I
obviously
doing
not.
whatever.
Died.
there's still
Where's
somebody
he?
alive fighting it. And I revived.
Wait,
Thank
what?
you.
What is
where's
happening?
Buther? Okay, I guess you're gonna res him. I'm so
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna
no.
res him.
He- Minstrel got him, I think.
No, I smoked him to life.
Mm,
And now Pineleaf's dead.
oh, what?
I don't
What?
know what's going on.
You were complaining that we weren't doing anything, so I went out and went to the other valve.
Oh my goodness. What?
Well,
Why?
give us
What?
Why are we
assignments!
doing?
Right now we're just standing here doing nothing.
Yeah.
Exactly. We took out a group of enemies.
We're still waiting down with the Grim. I don't know when to actually engage them.
Alright, everybody attack the Grim once Pineleaf's alive again.
I am
He is
alive.
alive.
Then you should be attacking the Grim.
Okay.
Okay, I'm tanking it.
Leroy
Okay.
Jenkins.
Well, hello,
then
more enemies.
step up.
Thank you for attacking me. It's great.
Okay, I'm
It's
just gonna
great.
go
Alright,
stand
can we
in
have
fire,
somebody
I
up
guess.
here to help?
Oh dear, I'm not taking stands.
Oh,
It's gonna hurt.
okay.
Because our minstrel's
Okay.
about to die along with like the whole group.
So
We
apparently,
won.
I'm coming.
We just say we won.
you should look at the damage over time the Grim does when you're near
Yeah,
him.
that's why you need a hunter to tank it.
25% of your max health every 4 seconds. So that
I'm
would
dead
explain
again.
why the tanks were dying.
I resed you, Sithith, hopefully.
Well, that works.
And then I died.
I died resing you, and then you died resing me. So.
There's so many mobs.
I'm not even gonna.
This isn't any fun.
No,
No.
that's why
You're
no one
the
runs
one
this.
That's why
So-
people who don't know what they're doing don't run this instance.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Epic
I
battle.
think that we'll just leave. I think
We
that is
won.
it. We won.
We won.
Look, the Fire Tender
The
falls,
end.
therefore we win. He's the main boss. The Grim's
Just
just,
her and
a,
buffer will be
just
fine.
a big decorative
Candle.
piece.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a big candle. That's what he is. So, instead of blowing out the candle, let's just leave.
Alright.
I'm way ahead of you, buddy.
And apparently he doesn't
We
want
won.
me to leave.
Let's leave.
We're leaving. We're doing skirmishes now.
Okay, I'm not allowed to leave apparently.
It's because
Yeah,
The
you're
candle is too attached.
you're. Oh, that's a funny sentence.
Okay, I'm out. So are we doing Bells of Dale?
No, don't be crazy. We're already in a raid.
Are devoted to the fall of the enemy.
So
Epic battles.
No. No.
yeah, I'd be down for that.
I'll be down for it once the new one comes in, and assuming it's good.
Well, it'll be offensive.
Or
rather than
even
defensive.
just decent would be nice. Just a decent epic battle would be nice.
Pretty sure those two words don't even go together.
Well, of course they don't, but let's see here. Skirmish. People are still in the instance.
The candle is just so pretty to look at, I guess.
Right.
So we going into what we've done aside from embarrass ourselves?
Probably. So what I've done this week, I started Shadow of Mordor, and having a lot of fun going through there. It's an interesting story. I think that because the story is interesting, it makes me ignore the fact that it's so lore breaking, um, which is good. There's always multiple things you can be doing at any given point, and that's something that I'm really liking. And it's not just like in Assassin's Creed. There's some really annoying missions. I haven't really found a really annoying mission so far. So
Oh, just wait.
okay, well. It can't be as annoying as having to follow those silly NPCs in Assassin's Creed that you have to listen in on, and you have to stay exactly a certain distance away. And if you get a little too close or a little too far, you fail, and you have to do that to advance the story. It's the worst in Assassin's Creed 3. It's just absolutely terrible. But anyway, I'm really enjoying Shadow of Mordor, and hopefully it will continue to be interesting moving forward. Alright, so what's the next skirmish, Pineleaf?
Strike
Anything
against
but Gondomar.
Dananglor.
Draculetta cannot run this encounter, apparently.
What, Dananglor?
I don't know why I can't.
You've never
Is there
done...
some secret you haven't divulged?
I see it in my instance finder. I can select it and run it.
Well, maybe it's glitching out and it should be a different name there. What level?
37.
I don't think that's an option.
Well,
So what level?
call it yeah.
Lowest that it can go.
Oh, wait, let's
60
see.
something.
See what we... Oh, Draculetta can't run it because I think he's too high of a... No,
No,
FPS is
because
also
there's other
correct.
100s here.
I don't think that's a
Ah.
thing.
Yeah.
Alright, well, let's see. Don't travel to that.
Fires of smoke. No.
Oh wait, that's Pfizer.
So, yeah, it is.
So,
I'm thinking we'll run it at 65.
I guess there are quite a few close to hundreds.
They're entering into that. Yay, people. So what else have I been doing? All sorts of stuff. I went on DDO Players News episode 1. That was a lot of fun, guesting on there. And it's been amazing the amount of support that the DDO team has been giving to our site and all sorts of stuff. We got mentioned in the community update. It's been crazy, and so I've really been very surprised by how supportive they've been, and can't wait to see where DDO Players goes to. It's definitely growing, and it's exciting to see. We're already getting we've gotten like just this week alone 2 or 3 people wanting to come and write for it, so it's pretty cool and is really catching on. There was some other stuff that I did this week, mostly school. A whole lot of school stuff. This is probably the busiest week that I've had ever during my entire 2.5 years of college now. So that was not fun at all, but got through that. And yeah, that's most of what I've done this week. I can't really think of anything else. It's just been very busy. So yeah. And Atharos, what have you been up to?
Well, like you, I bought Shadows of Mordor, so
Shadow of Mordor.
whatever. Yeah, so I've been playing that a lot. Thankfully, it actually runs on my toaster.
Their minimum requirements are very high for that game, and it's because they have the highest level of anti-aliasing automatically on. And the particular type they're using is the most resource intensive type. And so essentially, because they don't have an option to turn that down, they made their minimum requirements be through the roof, just because of that one setting that they have not added the option to turn down.
Yeah, I'm basically running on the complete minimum. So my resolution's like 1300 something, that low, and then everything else is on off or low. It runs fairly well, though in like different certain areas it chugs a bit, but aside from that, it's fine. I'm about 86% complete now.
It's
I have
crazy.
one more mission left to do for the main story, and then I'm done with that. So yeah, I'm having fun with it.
Yeah,
It's,
I'm surprised, especially once I unlocked some of the abilities I unlocked today. It is really, really fun. I can't put it down. It's tough to be playing this right now, to be honest.
I've heard a lot of people like compare it to Assassin's Creed. Obviously, I haven't played that game, but I've played the Batman one, which is the other comparison people make, and I can see why the combat,
Particularly the
is
stealth, I think, feels very Batman, Arkham Asylum, and then the combat, obviously. And then the mission types feel closer to Assassin's Creed, so it's kind of a
Well,
combination
I'll
that
leave
way.
that to you. But yeah, the comparison is kind of related, but I think it kind of takes that setup or the mechanics and just refines them.
Yeah, basically it took
So
the
the combat
best
felt
from
really
both ends, both games, and plus it added in a really, really good story. So that's completely
Yeah.
its own. So
I can't say I really have any major issues with it. Obviously, like the people say things about the lore, but I mean,
the biggest issue I have with it is the lowest settings that you can put it on there. They're not low enough, and you can't put it in windowed mode without it being like a messed up resolution. Like,
I mean,
essentially it's just as tall as it is wide, so you end up with like a square resolution. It's really weird. And there's no way to change it in windowed mode.
yeah. I mean, I'm not really someone who tends to be bothered by law breaking that much. I mean, I've beaten the Third Age game, which is about as horrendously law breaking as you can get. And yeah, so I mean, just for me, I think everything is so well presented. Not just the story, but I mean, the voice acting is great, the music's great, the gameplay is great. I can't comment on the visuals because again, toaster.
From what I've seen from other people, the visuals look great. They're not. One thing I've seen a lot of people saying is it's still not next gen visuals, which
I haven't seen, like, I've watched like a couple of people, well, at least 3 people play the game, and I haven't really seen anything that would explain why the requirements need to be so high.
it's because they have the anti-aliasing on automatically, and it's the most resource
I don't notice
intensive.
the benefit.
There is.
what I-
The thing is, that's one of the. It like takes out artifacts and stuff like that, which is great if you're on a console version. You know, you want all that stuff automatically on. But on PC, there's no reason at all for that to be on, especially for the lower settings. Like, it just makes no sense at all. They
Yeah.
they optimized it pretty well. It's just an issue of that. Also, people don't realize why the file size is so big. It's like 50 gigs or something like that. It's ridiculous.
30 something, yeah, I think it was.
Well, it
for the
depends if
single
you download
release.
the texture pack or not.
Oh,
Because
yeah, I
there's a
didn't get
high
that. That's
texture
like
pack that
6
you can
gig
get.
or something, isn't it?
So I guess like 40 gigs then.
Yeah. Yeah. Aside from that, just generally, I just have fun doing whatever, really. Because there's just so
And
many
that's-
options the way you approach things. You
It's
can either just go in and melee everything to death, which is hard for me because I suck at the combat, but
It feels like one of the. It feels more on the open world side than I thought it would be, to be honest. I didn't expect there to be that many options just out in the world.
yeah. I just have fun, like, just examining the situation and seeing what I can do, especially with the Captain's Nemesis system that adds, or is very well linked into it. So you can look up, like, say a certain one is, like, scared of flies for some reason. You can maybe find one where they are, maybe lure him over there and then drop it on him and he runs away. Stuff like that is just really, just fun in general.
Yeah, the
They did a
Nemesis
good
system
job
in.
making the game fun.
Yeah, and that's honestly the highest compliment you can give it, I think, for a game, and that's why I don't like epic battles so much, because I feel like they didn't try to. I feel like that they didn't design them to make them fun. I feel like they just designed them to make them large scale. And so yeah, just wanted to get a stab at epic battles, I guess.
But yeah, I mean, even like the story, I think that I can see enough. Like at the point I'm at least, because I've done pretty much everything. They at least put effort into it, even if it's not actually accurate. They try to make it fit in with the lore, even like with creatures they make up or things they make up. It kind of feels like they're at least trying to link it in.
Compared to Wildermore and the Rune Keeper, where would you rate Shadow of Mordor on that scale?
I'd
Is
say
it beyond even more lore breaking than those, or?
I'd actually say the concept is more lore breaking than Runekeepers, I think. Kind of.
Oh yeah.
But I
Be
would say they
careful of the staunch fireballs. They have a 100% reflect.
Looks
I
like
can see it
Terradwin
killing
found that
myself.
out.
Yes.
I think Punny's used to me killing myself on reflects though. But yeah, I would say it's more lore breaking than the Runekeeper, but the way they present it is better. So that it actually feels like it's more lore appropriate.
The way they present it makes it feel very lore appropriate. Basically, they don't give you time to doubt it because the story just keeps moving, and there's like all these various story missions. And
yeah, I think if I was gonna nitpick, they do the whole sort of thing where they quote
Let's take care of the birds.
either the movies or the books like directly, except they sort of don't have that person who would actually say it.
What
They're
I
not-
think at one point
what
they
I actually
say,
really enjoyed though was the way that Gollum refers to the Wraith.
yeah, I think like at one point
No!
I did not do that, Pineleaf.
I said the birds, not the control point.
Pineleaf, you need to tell Raid chat in like exclamation points if you're gonna do that.
yeah, I think at one point though, like one of the guys mentions, like he says word for word, there can only be one Lord of the Rings, and it's like, that wasn't really necessary for you to say that.
Yeah.
It's like we get the what you're trying to do. There's like, hey, this is familiar, isn't it? You heard this or read this, but it's like, probably could have done without that, to be honest.
One thing that I do like is that just the random orc conversations that you overhear throughout the whole, because they're always talking wherever they are, and that adds so much to the believability and just some really funny moments too.
And very dark moments too. But
Yeah.
the slaves talking to, and then obviously the artifact you can pick up, which have bits of conversations from things past.
Oh yeah.
There's just so much detail and stuff and everything.
I think that even though that they are like completely breaking the lore, they still have a lot of the lore depth there of like what Mordor could have been like. So I feel like the landscape and environment of Mordor is pretty much correct. It's just that there's this crazy ranger wraith thing running
that's
around.
what I mean, like they put so much effort into trying to make it believable that it feels believable, even though it's actually not.
Yep. It's definitely its own little fan fiction world. Just
counterattack.
a lot higher.
Oh my god, from light balls. I'm not sure what else I can say about it really.
Well, what else have you done this
just-
week, Atharos?
Nothing.
That's just all you've done?
25 hours on record playing it so far.
That's like 3
so-
straight days, pretty much.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah, that's. I've just been enjoying it that much. I take breaks obviously because I don't want to burn out completely. But yeah, I pretty much always like after every few hours
now
or something, I go
football.
back to it. Also, the ranger skin is so much better. Just saying.
I like just the classic Talion, not the Dark Ranger thing.
I have a thing for hoods.
Okay, you like Assassin? You should play more Assassin's Creed. Then they have lots of hoods there.
They're a big fan of their hoods in that game.
They are like even when they don't fit in, they'll like still give them a hood. It's just whatever.
Yeah, like, oh, American Revolutionary times?
Hoods.
Because we
Yeah.
said so.
But I think in general, I think I just prefer that skin because it's more, well,
It does look
ranger-
cooler. It's just, I don't know.
Kinda
Maybe
bugged me
when
they
on my
switched-
next playthrough I'll do that, but my first playthrough I just
God,
want to.
you're already thinking about your next playthrough.
Yep, I know. It's that good.
Oh yeah, speaking of obviously the whole replayability thing, I think the Nemesis system really adds to that.
Yeah.
Because I know I just like having played through it by now, I have like a few memorable stories from orcs and stuff that have either killed me or ran away like wimps. Which isn't often you can say that for a game.
Yeah, I love how that the orcs are given the option to run away because not there's never in like games like that like random chances for enemies to run away. And the fact that they like tied that into like this, dynamic story is really cool. So I
Well,
hope
the way
that
I-
gets into more games because it's something that I think should get into more games.
Yeah, the way I built my character, I can pretty much make him run away all the time with the whole brutalize attack. I don't know if you've got that yet, but
So, in theory, can you eventually get like all the skills, or is there not
Yes.
enough points?
Yeah, it is.
I
Eventually
don't
you just
like
keep
that.
Getting XP.
Yeah.
Because you get XP for doing pretty much.
Well, I guess
anything,
with
so-
the DLC they added more skills there too, supposedly. So it'll be interesting to see what they add in.
Yeah, I'll be wondering if they do a sequel, or like maybe not a sequel, but another game
Well,
set in.
I think
Middle Earth.
because they called it Middle Earth: Shadow of Mordor, that there's some kind of at least hope or dream there to do another
I
game.
personally hope they do. I mean, I haven't completely finished the game yet, but I think they have the talent and the respect for the books to do it.
Yeah, well, I think the fact that there's nothing else coming out, really, that's like that, aside from Assassin's Creed, like in November, there's not that many other AAA games. So I think that it's going to be really successful, money-wise. So it's just a matter of
I
if
think
they
it
want
already
to.
has been, you know?
Yeah, it's just a matter of if they want to invest for another game.
Yeah. Because I'd be interested to see what other times and places they could do. Because I mean, this was quite obscure.
Yeah, and with only having rights to Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, it'll be tough to find other times and places, I would
But
think.
I think you can. I can
I mean,
see
if you
from this
put-
that they have the creativity to do it. So.
I mean, if you put like some fight against like, orcs or something in Gondor, or go down to the Harad Rim after the breaking of the ring, like there's some places where they could have a story that would work.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
can
know
come
what
up
they
with-
would do because I don't think they would be able to tie it to the Wraith again without it being Talion's story. So I don't know how that would affect gameplay, but
But yeah,
that'd be the only problem
know.
I would see. I think is just
I know the year's not technically over yet, but I would say it is my game of the year at least for now. Yeah.
I think that it'll be. I mean, it also has a ton of humor in it, and that's. I expected a little bit, but not
Yeah,
really
with,
until
you know,
we met Ratbag. Then it just wow.
yeah.
I saw people on Twitter saying that he should have his own sitcom.
Give him a spin-off DLC where you play as him. That was what someone suggested.
Yeah, that'd be cool. So anyway, that's enough talking about a different game. So Sithirth, what have you done this week?
I have not been playing Shadow of Mordor.
Oh, you broke
Um,
You
the
have been watching
I
it.
know.
What have you been thinking so far?
Like I said before we started recording, I think it in its own little vacuum sealed
Okay, what are
package, it
your
makes
plans here?
sense.
Kill him.
Yes, but what about the fireballs? We have to keep them away
Kill
from
him.
them.
Finally, if you put in the chat what you want us to do.
You are the skirmish master.
You know
Well,
exactly
unfortunately,
how to get this
yeah,
done.
the writing in. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I'll put this. Oh, forget it. It's too late for me to type that in now.
Just kill him. We have like 4 level 100s here. But carry on, Sidworth, I guess.
In its own little vacuum sealed package, I think it makes sense. It's not. It's still not lore appropriate, but it makes sense. But the problem is, it's not its own little vacuum sealed package. Like games don't exist in a vacuum, and et cetera, et cetera. Like it looks interesting, but I like watching videos from Andang and other people. I still don't feel compelled to play it myself, but I can appreciate that it's an interesting looking game. I guess
Okay.
that's my take on it.
I mean, at the
But
very
what I've
least,
done
if
this
it
week,
means that, some other, because like people had the same criticism about the films when they broke all sorts of things, um, broke lore about all sorts of things, and I think if it gets even like one more person to read a Tolkien book that just would not have known about Tolkien otherwise, I think it's worthwhile.
And I'm sure it already has.
Maybe not already. It's only been out for a week, but I'm sure it will get
No,
some people too.
I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest.
Yeah. All right. Well, we complete that skirmish. What is next, Mr. Pineleaf, in the line of the skirmishes?
Next one is
Thangolhad.
Protectors of Thangolhad.
It's a little favorite.
I have not unlocked that one yet.
I haven't unlocked any of these, so I'm just sitting in front of a campfire.
Aww.
You know,
You should be questing.
I can't because
Getting-
the next quest in line is an instance.
Oh, well, if you can't join us anyway, you could leave the group, and that way you'd be that much more ahead for next week. Well, I mean, there's no reason to just, like, mope around a campfire.
Who wants to be productive?
Exactly.
Alright, well, somebody's
So,
not eligible to run this, apparently. I can't launch it. There's probably
Yeah.
somebody still in the
I'm not.
instance thing. I'm gonna do. or
I
something.
can't do the thing.
Oh, you're not at that point yet?
Mm-mm.
I might not be at that point yet, actually. What chapter of the
So-
story is that on,
Kind of
Pineleaf? Do you
important
know?
Details.
Oh, 14.
Okay, yeah, I'm not that far.
Should I leave this instance? Then?
So, we get to do... What's... Aside from epic battles, what is there to do? If anything.
Epic battles.
Nothing we haven't done yet, I don't think.
Well, let's see.
Well,
I mean-
you
I mean,
guys think about
technically
that.
we could do the in their absence stuff because it's 65 as well, but I mean, it's kind of out of order.
There's some people who aren't 65 yet.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that aren't 65 yet.
Like me.
And
Nah.
me.
I could go on a different character, I guess.
Alright, let's...
I can't.
Let's try the other, six-man. The Bells of Dale.
Oh dear.
So...
We don't have enough.
Yeah, we do.
No, we have 100.
Two
So
groups.
We have a couple hundreds, so,
Do I need to leave this instance? and
Athelros-
join those guys?
Yes. Sorry.
Oh, fighting a
Um,
troll.
Athelros, why don't you lead a group?
do you want a list of reasons, or shall I just vocalize them?
Alright, Sithrith, why don't you lead a group?
I've never done these instances before, so that's.
I've done Bells of Dale, so I guess I could lead.
Yeah,
Okay,
Spridra,
Spridra, you lead a group.
There you go.
Done it once.
Right.
And,
So, that's more than me.
It's a pretty straightforward instance, really.
You go in, you die.
Go in, wipe, proclaim victory.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's doable.
Is it?
Doable for what type of group, though?
I don't know. Can I get an
Not
invite,
us.
or do I need to invite people?
you didn't... I'm gonna say, what's the exact spelling of your character's name, Spridra?
I'll send you a toe.
Or you could tell me the exact spelling of your character's name. Thoriel.
IELL.
Okay.
Alright. I wish that you could change a group back to a 6 people,
Yeah, but you can't.
but you can't. Pineleaf, you're with me. Thalros, you're with me.
Who am I inviting?
It's like picking a team for dodgeball.
It is.
Except I wasn't last to be picked.
Oh. So we're almost to a full group here. We got 5 people, so that's half.
Okay, give me the other 5. What are their names?
The two
Me.
Terrys.
The 2
Okay.
Terrys.
Sithrith, how do you spell your name?
CITHRYTH. Brax, like I was streaming the other day, and Brax was in the chat on my stream, and he still couldn't spell my name. But my name is like 5 different places on my hitbox channel.
Is
Well,
Terry
it is
Adorn in your
Brax.
group, Spydra?
Who?
Terry A. Dorn.
What?
What?
Spell words.
There, I spelled it for
Oh,
you.
okay.
Fun with spelling.
I am the helpful one.
Oh,
THORIELL. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't play Shadow of Mordor this week, but I did play an embarrassing amount of Guild Wars 2.
An embarrassing amount.
So
You have been playing quite
Yeah.
a lot. You're trying to get
Let's-
that cat player's site going there.
okay, who's the last person?
Maybe. Yeah, let's just say I've played more than Ethelros has played Shadow of Mordor this week.
Wow,
We'll leave it at that.
that's a lot of time.
Yeah.
Alright, were you launched into the Bells of Dale? Strider, you can do the same and then invite
Who's
people
the last
later.
person I need to invite?
I think that there's only 4 people in your group supposed to be.
Do you
Do you
have
have-
5 in yours?
Do you have 2 100s?
Yes.
Then you're good
Yeah.
to go.
Okay.
Is Drac in your group?
Okay.
No.
Drac should be in your group.
So Drac wasn't in any group.
I'm not even in the game, so
Oh, okay.
Okay then.
Just, leave us. It's cool.
something's going on with my account. I can't launch any instances for some reason, so
Oh well, that
Weird.
makes us feel better.
That's
than you
really
just not
weird.
wanting to
Sure what's
play this
going on.
That is really weird. Oh, hello,
Oh,
people.
my Dale had to be on fire. Can't look at it now.
You can still look at it, it's just not quite as pretty. And hey, I leveled up
pretty
to
good breed
66 and didn't even notice, so yay.
This is just Bree.
Pretty much, it's just a different looking
Darker
Bree.
green.
Hmm. But they got banners here.
Oh, hello.
Right, have you done anything else this week,
NPCs are kinda
Sithrit?
cool.
Hmm.
Lots
NPCs
and
are
lots
just-
and lots of Guild Wars. But oh, I hit 3 Patreon goals, which was kind of crazy.
Oh yes,
Oh, yeah.
I hit some Patreon goals as well. Ask Dracula Anything will be this coming Saturday at I believe 11 Eastern. So that is exciting.
Yeah, after I saw that, I had to check when mine was, just so I wouldn't get caught off guard.
And we're only like $14 away from a 5,000 turbine point code giveaway. So that is exciting as well.
Wow. We can't enter that, can we?
No.
Okay.
I mean, technically, since you're a
5,000 turbine
Patreon
points would buy some
supporter,
pretty
I don't know.
horses.
I don't know. Probably not.
Okay.
Oh, look, there's a troll. But he's not in a
Yeah.
dungeon.
Well, he's the first
Oh,
boss.
You have a
Skrizg?
chin on you, don't you?
Skrizg. What level are you guys
Skrizg.
running yours at, Strider?
65.
We're running as ours at 63. But I guess you do have 200s,
Well, we also
so...
have 200s.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, he came for me. Hello. That was terrifying.
But yeah, my Patreon rewards a new series
Ads are here.
and a new series, a co-op series with my husband
Nice.
And then also gonna start doing game review articles on my blog, 5 a month.
Have you decided
So-
on what the new series will be yet?
Still no. I'm probably gonna put up a poll thing. It seems like it's gonna be between Dark Souls or a Guild Wars 2 series. Those are the two things that have been suggested most.
There's a lot of enemies
So-
coming towards me if I can get some heals or support at Tharos. You're going down too. Dang it, this is hard.
I was focusing on the boss. But yeah, I know what I'm already gonna. Oh.
Yeah, you want me to do Dark Souls?
I'm not sadistic or anything.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And I'm dead.
Follow the shadow rats.
But Tharos, just so you know, you are the healer.
Oh. Well, that's about it.
Just in case you, forgot that.
In combat. Oh, wait, there was a guy there. Let me revive you with my secondhand smoke.
Yup. Not enough power to summon a pet. Well, I wonder why I don't have any power.
Oh. Well,
You are
because
a,
you're a lore master.
you're a lore master. You can get your own power.
You can't use power on yourself, can you?
No, but you can drain it from enemies.
I don't have that skill yet.
I'm pretty sure you
should.
do.
What?
My level 50 something lore master has it.
In Redline?
Your lore master's a bit broke.
Yeah.
Mm,
I think we meant to go back then.
I think we're supposed to go across the bridge.
I tried,
I think we're supposed to go across the bridge.
but I tried.
I think we're supposed to go across
I think
the
we're
bridge.
supposed to follow the shadow rats.
Oh, look, you're going the wrong way.
Oh well.
Yeah, I think we are supposed to
else
follow
is
the
new?
Shadow Rats finally. That's a good plan.
Yep, follow the rats.
Well, that's one thing I like is that there's back to Shadow Mortar real quick. There's a ton of like just creatures all over the place.
Oh yeah, those and the spiders. I mean, they're part of the hunting challenges. So.
And there's
I-
like kind of like in Innidiwite, there's like a day-night cycle, and there's different enemies
Oh,
that
yeah.
come up.
and the rain, which lagged my computer. The heck.
Oh, the rain's
Hail
terrible.
at one point.
It's terrible. Lags all sorts of stuff out.
So you guys gonna start Shadow of Mordor players?
No, I don't think there's enough to talk about unless they like support it with a ton of DLC. Like for like a few months it might have. Like if we would have started beforehand, like and building up, maybe it would have been warranted. But you can just do
That's the
all
thing,
that
though.
on LOTRO players.
I wasn't hyped at all for the game. Like, even when like Andan was talking about it, I was like, okay, that's kind of interesting, but I'm not really bothered. It was only after I saw someone else like do a preview video thing of it just after the game launched, and I saw like people saying it's actually good, and I thought, all right, fine.
Well, that's the thing that got me for it was that all the press thought it was just a Assassin's Creed copy, and then when they actually got hands-on on it, they had a total 180. So they already had like a negative opinion of the game, and then they changed their mind, and that's
Yeah.
what was
It's
already
kind
selling
of
me on it.
Different from like pretty much every MMO we've seen where they hype it up and then it turns out to be bad. It was the reverse in this case, where they didn't really, well, they tried to hype it up, but it didn't really work out that great, and then it just becomes a surprise success, which is better, I guess.
And it's helped because there's really nothing else coming out in October that's a AAA title in the same category, at least, of like the same audience. So.
Nothing that I know of. Yeah.
And there's really just not that much coming out this year. It all got moved to early next year or summer. 2015, there's going to be a ton of stuff coming out.
Only other thing I was interested in this year was The Walking Dead, so that's done.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway,
Because like right now, 2015 is looking like what 2007 was like. Which
2027.
2007, which um, is supposedly the biggest year in gaming ever, as far as like number of AAA titles
What
and
launched
review
that year?
scores. Just about everything. um, I can't even name off. I mean, everything from Uncharted to I believe that was
Wait, you said
Fallout 3.
2007, right?
Yeah, I believe that was Fallout
Well,
3.
the
I know
one
Left
we're
4 Dead
playing right
launched
now.
that year.
Left 4 Dead came out that year.
The thing we're
Um,
playing on right now.
the thing we're
Yeah,
playing
that
on
too.
right now came out. All sorts of stuff.
The game we're playing, but not really talking about.
Yeah. Let's see
Just thought I
here.
didn't say anything.
Sprydra, what have you done this week?
Well, let's see. I wasn't here last week because I was getting together a costume, which was fun.
That you text a
And-
lot during the show about.
Yeah, well, I was excited, and you weren't responding, so. Anyhow, this past week, I've been doing a lot of school stuff, because, yeah. And we just killed a troll. That's wonderful.
What's with all these
Crazy good.
animals? Like they're zookeepers.
Maybe
You think
they
that's
are.
right? Wait till you get to the boss fight.
Yeah. Oh, not the rats.
We're fighting Lars.
Oh, Lars.
Where'd the rats go?
I think I saw a rat over here.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Found a rat.
We saved the woman and children. Yay.
Whoa.
Complete Tormentors of Dale.
Yep. This is a pretty cool little.
Okay, so
City
this
thing.
is going to be a real fun fight.
Tabi Gokin, apparently, is his name.
That
Oh,
would-
he used the F word.
Yep.
He called
Okay.
us fools.
That's Atheros' F word. Basically, if an enemy
Because
calls you
every single
fools,
villain in Lotro has used that word.
Exactly.
At some point.
basically if the enemy calls you fools, they're not a real enemy in Atheros' mind.
Alright, as was said in the chat, if you see rats, kill them.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
Can't we
I
just
see
get
fire
Cat to do
cats
it?
and bears. Do those count? Should we kill those?
Oh,
No,
he's
well,
absorbing
the
everything.
rats have priority because they're trying to eat the...
Okay, well, do the pets have priority after that, above the boss, or should I be damaging
Yeah,
the
I
boss?
think-
Vulnerable right now.
Okay, well, that makes it easier to figure out.
No
There's rats
squirrels.
up, or hawks and squirrels, and wow, there's this
Oh my
guy
God, it's a menagerie.
has a lot of stuff. This guy's basically just using Sikkim against us, is what's going on. It's just
Die,
like
wasting
a really, it's like Sikkim over time, is what he's doing.
Nope, there's a rat.
That would be terrifying, Sikkim over time. Oh my.
We need to do a spar of that.
Oh, see that enemy over there? He's got sock on him. I guess it would be
What?
Sot. Never mind. Ah, that was almost
What?
clever. Never mind.
I don't.
What?
Rat.
Is he wearing socks? What are you talking about?
Well, I was thinking Sikkim over time, but it's T, not
Did
C.
you try?
Ooh, ending.
I don't understand.
I don't
Anyway,
understand either.
what
but
else have you done, Spryja?
That's pretty much it. I
Yep.
I
You played
started
Lotro
Mirkwood
some, didn't you?
on this character, and I finished the epic story on my hunter.
Nice.
Volume 1 epic story, not the
Oh,
Oh,
good luck.
kill the sorcerers. They're mean.
It's a good reason to kill someone.
Shadowrat is attempting to enter the bell tower. Where?
The bottom part this time. I see him. He's dead.
Battle Cat.
No, there's another one over here.
Yeah, Battle Cat is like a super toad. It just doesn't sound right.
Super toad.
Oh,
A battle
hell,
cat
what?
is like a super toad. That's an Atheros gravestone toad,
Where
right?
did that come
Quote
from?
right there. That's
You know I hate Battle Cats.
Yeah.
just hate
I
cats in
don't know
just-
what
general.
we've got against super
Wait.
toads.
Well, it just doesn't sound right, does it?
Next thing we know, the battle lobsters will be coming in, and
You can't take it seriously.
maybe the siege turtles too.
Nah. I've watched Yu-Gi-Oh, so I know they're real.
That just makes them real. Okay, Theros, heal, please, please. heal.
Okay. It's not like you can't heal yourself.
I actually can't right now. I already used those.
Oh, I forgot you don't have the super OP.
No, I don't.
No, Beertha needs power.
Speaking of battle cats, my
Oh, not
cat
that skill.
in Guild
Whoops.
Wars 2 is a awesome steampunk battle cat.
Yes, yes, they are. I must say that's impressive. Been watching a few of your streams. You've been pretty interesting. I'm not sold on Guild Wars, but I see why people enjoy it. I'll put that.
Just the combat system turned me off enough that I'm not willing to go for it. So
Yeah, Brax said the same thing.
Hmm.
I like it.
I haven't tried Guild Wars
I
2
just don't
yet.
like the
I played
concept
Guild
of
Wars 1
switching
quite a bit.
my weapons around.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't switch my weapons around that much. It's just like you just have to know what kind of skills you're gonna have when you pick a weapon is all.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we finished the Bells of Dale.
We have not yet.
We are at Lars.
Okay, you're getting there. So let's see if that's all you've done, Sprydra. Draculetta, what have you done?
We'll start on Arkenstone. Drac over there did Dead Marsh Warbands, killed both of them, trying to get a frog or a turtle to drop, but of course we all know the RNG hates me, so it did not.
Wait, they drop tittles?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep. It can either be a frog or a turtle.
So much for them not giving Lawmaster pets away.
Oh yeah, I forgot you guys get
Just
turtles.
saying they originally said they wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Not that I care.
But you guys have such good pets.
Yeah, I know they can't not take them, especially when they have dogs and cats. People are going to want those.
Yeah, I want a cat.
But, I mean, if they were going to do it, they shouldn't have said that they wouldn't.
Yeah.
Also killed, needed like 2 more of the Gondor Warbands to finish that deed off, so ran through with a group of people during the field trip last night for Academy, and we did that. So I got that deed finished. Also did DA dailies.
Why did you have to pick this one?
We're doing
It's
Attack
not
at Dawn
Siege
again.
of Gondorman, but it's almost as bad.
On Landreval, my RK is 67. I unlocked Dananglore, going through the epic in Mirkwood. That's all I did. Drac did DA dailies. Menlador, Drac did DA dailies. My mini is 54 and a half, almost 55. I'm in Moria, and I'm so over Moria. I am just ready to get the heck out of Moria, so hopefully that'll happen soon. I also created a Twitch channel and got streaming to work with the help of Vandang. He gave me some tips and helped me with some settings, and it seems to work fairly well.
Yeah, it seems to be working a lot better than YouTube does, at least, so.
And you in this instance, apparently.
Oh, wow, that was a burn. I
That
did already
was a burn.
died, so that's fair.
I did play some Guild Wars 2. Didn't play a lot, but I played some. I'm still working on my personal story on my Asura, or Asuran, I should say. Didn't play my Norn Ranger that much. I was basically playing on my Asura most of the time. Played a little bit of Defiance, just ran a couple arc balls. I haven't played that for a long time, so I thought I would play that a little bit. Played a bunch of DDO again. Also did the first episode of DDO Player News, which released on Thursday, so if you want to listen to that, it is up on the site. You can listen to it. And I do believe that is about it for what I've done this week.
Yep, and it will be up on iTunes hopefully sometime in the next week. Basically just waiting for iTunes to approve it, which usually takes about a week, so.
Hey Sprite, where are these rats that we're supposed to
It
be
lets you
killing?
know when they're coming, but we Yeah, when it says vulnerable, I forgot that he goes
They
into
have
vulnerable.
really low health. Yeah. You pretty much insta kill them
Okay.
with any kind of AOE.
Oh, okay. That's good then.
Like there's
Also, I'm
one
killing
I was
over.
like,
myself right now.
Yes,
the
you
other
are killing
side.
Hypnotoad.
oof. Oof.
What?
I thought you were a cat.
I got
Yeah, I
no
thought you were a
like
cat person.
in the instance we're doing. Like I had a massive slow, and then all of a sudden I got thrown halfway across the courtyard.
And that
So,
warrants oof.
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
Little tiny squirrels need to die.
Anyway, Pineleaf, what have you done this week?
All right. Well, mainly lots of skirmishes.
Including right now.
Right. And in addition to that, let's see, what do I have in addition to that? Well, on this character, Ooh, let me get out of that thing. On this character, I started Volume 3 so that to bide my time on here while everybody else is catching up on the Mirkwood stuff.
Right, yeah. There's a lot left to do.
Oh. So that Raging Marauder is raging.
It would appear.
Eat a forum ban.
All right, let's see. What else have we got? My Hunter reached level 100 and is just reaching Dol Amroth. So let's see. All right, that's just about. Oh, yes. On my Minstrel, okay, of course I'm running skirmishes, but when this included a Danninglore run at Tier 2, which was for my video series. And of course, while I was running this at Tier 2, our old friend Ruingalad came up. And since that was the encounter I still need to do for that character, of course I had the real joy of running Ruingalad at Tier 2. It's like, wee.
Alright, how'd that
Is
go?
that the exact phrase you used?
Well, it was, let's just say that I think I went in, I think I did, I'm trying to remember if I might have done that in healing stats to, simply because I wanted to be, yeah, I think I did that one in healing stance
Playing
and
safe.
basically had my soldier do most of the damage to it. So I ran around, kept myself healed, and let my soldier damage it. That was my plan. So it took a bit of wild time, but it worked.
Alright, awesome. Anything else?
And I ran some DDO with Draculetta.
Alright, and where can people find out more about you running DDO and what you've done in DDO?
Well, I suppose you could listen to DDO Players News,
Yeah.
TM.
but I thought that'd be fun. Yeesh. How was that for a subtle question?
I think it was pretty subtle. I don't think the audience would have noticed that that was a plug.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
But anyway, anything else?
I think that covers just about everything.
Alright, well this week we did receive 2 donations, and Atharos, can you please look those up on the show
I
notes?
just pulled.
Yeah, I know,
things.
but Buther's got it.
Okay, I'll just put down my lightning storm and then I'll alt-tab. My life is in your hands.
That's a bad
So
decision.
now we're in trouble. Completed Goblin Slayer Advanced. New deed. Slayer of the North Downs. Oh, fun.
Have you found him yet, Atharos?
My browser is still loading.
All right, let me see if I could find something. We have a donation from Lauren and
Oh, well,
Eberwolf.
gee. Why don't you just ask him to begin with?
Yeah, so Pineleaf can handle it.
Okay. All right, we have all right to Lauren and Eberwolf is gave one of our 2 donations for this week. And let's see if I could find the other. And the other one is. Let's,
You guys dying without
here
me.
we go. Is
Yeah,
for
you should join
Brittany.
us. Yep, and what did Brittany say?
Brittany said, I love listening to the podcast whilst playing LOTRO. Thank you for the hours of enjoyment. Cheers.
Oh, god darn it. I couldn't get in line of sight to heal Butha.
And
Or
apparently
you.
not me either.
Well, then I was trying to heal Butha, even though he was already dead.
Yeah.
But I promise you, Pineleaf will not die.
All right.
Mainly because he could probably solo all these.
Well, a big thanks to both of our donors this week, and to help support LOTRO players, you can simply go to the donations page where you can help support the podcast on LOTRO players and also help support the site. We have $5 and $10 mentions where you can donate and get a mention on one or all of the active podcast for an episode, depending on the amount. And you
Someone pulled the Grim.
it would appear that Atharos pulled the Grim.
What makes you think it was me?
There's only 2 people alive. You were.
It could have been Pineleaf.
When he said someone pulled the Grim, yeah, I'm sure it was definitely Pineleaf. Please res
Well,
me.
yeah, he was being just predicting that someone would ask, so he tried to make it seem like it wasn't him.
Pineleaf's definitely smart enough to do that, but I doubt that he's
We
dumb
know
enough
he's diabolical.
to let that happen.
I know that better than anyone.
Yes, you do. Origin stories. Alright, well, you can email us, podcast@lotraplayers.com, specifying for adventures. All other emails will go on to the news. And you can follow us on Twitter. The Players Alliance @PlayersAlly, Lotro Players @LotroPlayers, Andang @PVMP_Andang, Sithrith @Sithrith, that is CITHRYTH,
And note that there's a priest out.
Spridra.
Thanks, Pineleaf. I know that was addressed at me.
Just in case, you're wondering about the spelling. And Draculetta @Draculetta72_72, Athelros @Athelros, Mystery @MysteryXOX, that is an I, not a Y, Pineleaf @Pineleaf Needles, and you can watch the Players Alliance live shows, or listen to rather, Mondays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, DDO Players News, and Saturdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, a few hours after this show, LOTRO Players News. And you can join us for this show on Landerville every single Saturday at 5 p.m. And so...
Alright, let's pull the trolls without pulling the boss.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, there's only one troll since this is Fellowship rating, but... Ouch.
And of course, you can join us for our live shows by going to lotroplayers.com/live. And yeah.
My game froze, so I wasn't able to do anything.
Right, just like you didn't pull that other enemy.
I did nothing. Hey, Andang, it's a Graug.
Uh-huh. It is a Graug. It's a grumpy Graug.
Ah.
Goblin Scout. 2 of them. Because it's
You
fellowship.
guys handle that, I'll handle the boss.
Uh-huh. I'm trying to help Pineleaf. I really am.
Boss is almost dead anyway. Yeah, you're dead.
I think one made it.
No, I think we killed him just before he made it.
Okay.
Well, no, I mean we killed the boss just before he made.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right. Well, I think that is an episode. Did you guys, other group, eventually finish the Belzedale? Or are you still going?
We're finished.
Awesome. So next week we hopefully will be doing Mirkwood skirmishes in the latter parts of the epic story. We'll probably be doing that for the next 2 weeks, and then it's on to the In Their Absence quests. So we are moving along through Mirkwood, so that's exciting. And hopefully moving on to better and more exciting adventures. But as Pineleaf probably would say, there's no better adventures than a good old skirmish. But anyway, thank you guys so
we're going
much.
into the Mirkwood skirmish region.
Yes, yes, the entire region of Mirkwood skirmishes. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode, and hopefully you'll join us next week for more adventures through Middle Earth. But till then, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you again real soon.